everyone, welcome back to the Hidden Brick, where today we're doing part 5 of the build of the LEGO Creator Ferris wheel. So where we left off is we're beginning the actual wheel parts for the Ferris wheel. So I had the base and everything off to the side because we don't need it yet. We're just building the wheels. So we're doing 2 identical ones. So basically everything in the instruction book that has a call out, we have to double it. So we're supposed to build 12 of these combinations, which is a little click hinge piece with a axle hole into a 1x2 plate with a click hinge element on it. So 12 times 2 is 24. So that's how many I'm going to build. Start with, let's see how I'm going to keep track of them. I'll put them in piles of 6. So there's 6 right there. Oops, wrong piece. Alright, one more will make the first 12. Right. So there's 12. We're going to do 12 more. Caught it. There's 6. All right. Last one. There is 12. So we take our wheel, and basically each one of these axles that are sticking out gets one, and we make sure that all the studs on the plates are facing towards us. Alright, so there's one. Do the other one now. We'll see if I counted right. Do we have any more? Do we have any more? Do we? Yes, we do. Last one. So I counted right. We got all 12. All right. We're going to put those wheels to the side because now we have to build 6 of this combination times 2. So that's actually going to be 12 of them. So this is going to be fun. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So this is the beginning of the 12. So, in addition to what we just built, we need a 6 long plate and a 2, 6, 8, 10 long plate. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. And then another 10 long. And then one of these trans yellow bar shapes with a yellow plate at the end. So that's one completed assembly there. So I will basically repeat those steps 11 more times. And I'll line them up next to each other just to make sure that getting them done right. I knew there was going to come a point in this build where it would get very repetitive, because you can clearly tell by looking at pictures on the box that there's a lot of multiple elements that repeat over and over and over again. This happens to be one of them. But that's kind of the price you pay with these big sets. You know, you're going to have a lot of parts, a lot of repetitive stuff, and I'm okay with it. Kind of keep the big picture in mind. I mean, why are you really doing this? It's to make this pretty impressive finished product. So it's going to look pretty cool. Once we're done, we just got to do the hard work now. Alright, we have 4 more to go. Almost there. And this process goes a lot faster because I have the parts all sorted by part type, so I can easily see and grab the pieces that I need as I'm kind of making this assembly line build of it. More yellow piece. There. Alright, so there's all 12 of them, all lined up perfectly. So we're going to take our wheel element and we're going to attach 6 on each one of the assemblies here. And it looks like we're going to, where this black plate is on the bottom, attach it there and there. So we're basically covering up. Okay. So where this middle piece has the studs, that's basically where we're attaching all these. because if I did it here, it wouldn't have any studs to attach to.
Okay, so there's the first one. Do the same thing for this one over here. All right, last one, best one. There we go. Give them all one last squeeze. Make sure it's all nice and snug on there. We're good. Got those two. Put those to the side. Now we have another 12 times build. So we're build 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going to kind of pull the parts over here, kind of make it a little bit easier. 3, 6, 9, 12. There you go. These are rolling away from me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now, trying to do this little click hinge assembly just like we did earlier with a axle joiner and a half bushing. I'm just going to do that assembly real quick. And there's another couple little pieces we have to add to each one, but this will be the quickest way to do the first part if I do all 12 of these parts first, because you'll see what I'm talking about when we do the next part. It's kind of a compound addition. It's more than just adding one piece at a time. Say the bulk of this bags number 3 is pretty much all Technic and plates. A few tiles, but mostly Technic and regular system plates. I keep wanting to turn it around. All right, we have 3 more. Two more. last one. Oops, I forgot to put the connector piece on there. Alright, so now that little compound piece that I was talking about, we're basically taking 2 of these 5 long Technic type of plates. So it's a 1x5 with a axle hole in the middle. And we're going to put 2 of these 1x2 plates with the bar on the ends. And those are going to be sandwiched in between the 1x5. So I have to build 12 of these and then put each one of those on the axles that we just made. So there is a lot of these pieces over here off to the side in a pile. A lot of white elements in bags number 3. Kind of looks like a architecture building set with all the same color. There we go, 4. 5. 6. 8. 9. 10. 11. Got one more. And even though we've built 12 of these, it looks like there's still enough parts over here off to the side that I can build probably 12 more. So each one of these slides on the axle like that, and then we have one last axle joiner with a pinhole on the end. So that's the completed assembly. So I'll add those last 2 pieces on each one. The only thing that you should just be careful with is make sure that you orient it the right way, meaning this axle joiner has to be pointing down, this one sideways, and this one up and down to make it all line up right. Alright, so on our wheel, at the end of each one of these plates, we're going to and let's see, line this up. Okay,
So the black is going to go on the black, just like that. On each one. There's the last one. Do the other wheel. All right, so our wheel is getting huger and huger. All right, now we have 8 of similar assembly. Eight, 2, 4, 6, 8. 1, 2. Alright, so this one is going to be similar with a slight added twist to it. So we're going to start off just like before with 8 of these connector pieces. Except we were doing 12 on the other one. This one's just going to have 8. Starting to make my fingers hurt a little bit, just of the pinching of the smaller elements. Kind of cramping my thumb joint up a little bit. Basically going to finish this one little sub build for this part of the video, and then I'm going to take a break. I'll probably pick up the next video and tomorrow sometime. So the videos you're watching here, some of them I've recorded back to back, like in the same day, but we're on part 5 and I'm actually on day number 3 of building this. So I don't build all of it all in the same day. Some of the smaller sets that have multiple parts I usually build in the same sitting. I just break it down into smaller chunks for the YouTube videos. But these larger sets, like when I did the modular buildings, those were truly recorded over the course of a few days, not done all in one sitting. It just, you know, you physically get kind of wore out, or at least I do. I'm sitting in the same spot and just kind of doing these repetitive manual labor type of tasks. I mean, if it wasn't for the, you know, just getting tired of sitting for so long, I could probably stay here all day and build. It's not that I don't like it, it's just that, you know, you have to take breaks. Alright, 4 and one more. Alright, so we got that. What we're going to do is, just like before, slide this on with an axle joiner. Slide that on with an axle joiner. Got the axle joiner on that one. On there, we got 2 more. And here's our last one. Now, these look similar to the ones we just did, but there's going to be something slightly different. We're going to take 2 of these 1x6 tiles. Plates, add a trans blue plate with the 1x2 modified plate with a clip on the end, and top that off with tile, and then these are going to clip on both ends. Just like that. So I have to repeat that quite a bit for all of these that have the clip exposed, or the bar on the end, I guess. And these little pieces are trying to roll away from me. I'm trying to set them up on their ends as they start rolling. Clip, clip, tile, clip, tile, so as I build these, I'm going to go ahead and start clipping them on. That way I know how many I have left. I'm going to lose track pretty quick. I know I have a lot to do. So we try to assembly line this a little bit faster. See how fast I can build. That's 2 more. Clip, clip. Clip, clip. Looks like I need to build 6 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 4, Okay, now let's go ahead and attach them to the wheel so we can finish this portion of the build. So let's see here how they're showing this in the instructions. We're going to clip one on and then rotate it until it clips onto the other, exposed right there. I'm just gonna form this wheel shape. Now they do show it. Let's see, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2. So it's kind of weird in the instructions. They show you leaving a space in between a couple of them. So we're just doing like 2 over here, skipping a space, and then doing 2 over here, skipping a space, and then you're back right where you started. And we'll repeat that over here. I think it's done that way because the geometry of these clips as they go around, they can't quite make a true circle. So that middle section that we're leaving blank, it actually has to have a slightly different length of plate connector element there. Okay, so we see we have both of these pretty well along. We still have a little bit of work to do though to get it completely good and ready to go. So we are going to go ahead and stop this video here so we can pick it up in the next video. So appreciate you guys watching. I mean, this is kind of the boring part where we're doing a lot of this repetitive stuff. So if you're watching these videos, you're awesome. Put a comment down below if you watch this video. Appreciate all the support. Make sure to check out the next part, and we'll see you next time.